using the work equation. So the work equation is work equals force times distance. So force applied through some distance. So as long as you know any two of those three things, you should be able to solve for the unknown. So our example problem says, when you push a refrigerator with a horizontal force of 100 newtons, so you can imagine you got your fridge here, you're pushing this way with 100 newtons. If you move the refrigerator a distance of 5 meters while you're pushing, how much work did you do? Okay, so you push this fridge 5 meters. So it starts there. It ends up over here. And this is 5 meters. So we know our force is 100 newtons. We know our distance is 5 meters. So all we really need to do is work equals force times distance. Force is 100 newtons. Distance is 5 meters. So 100 times 5 is 500 joules. And the unit joules, a joule is equal to a newton meter. So the newtons times meters gives you joules. So what if you're given other parts of this? So what if you're told that your work was 500 joules and you move something a distance of 5 meters? How much force did that take? So you would know, again, work equals force times distance. So work equals force times distance. You know your work is 500 joules. You don't know what the force is, but you know the distance is 5 meters. Okay, so all you really have to do is divide both sides by 5 meters. And that would tell you then that 100 newtons is equal to your force. And the same thing would apply if you were given maybe, if you were given the work. So maybe again they said you were told it took 500 newtons. You were told 500 joules, sorry. And the force applied was 100 newtons. How far could you move something? Okay, so just take both sides, divide by 100 newtons. All right, so you ended up with 5, and that's going to be meters. Now I kind of know that's what the units are, but if you remember the units here, joules over newtons, remember a joule is a newton meter over newtons. So as you cancel out and leave you with meters. If we go back over here to the other one, to this one, how do you know this is newtons right here? Well, you're given joules over meters. And again, that's newton meters over meters. So meters cancel out and you're left with newtons. So again, our equation for this one's fairly simple. Work equals force times distance. So as long as you know two of those things, you should be able to calculate the third one.